Hello, Patreon. I'm back. I've been trying to think about what on earth I'm going to share about next. I keep feeling like I should be talking about my book in some way, in some capacity. And I keep hoping that I get some questions about that, but so far, nothing. So I'm going to share what I did with the piece I started last time with the earth element meditation. I kind of took a marker and played around with it. And these things are not for keeping, they're just practice and a way to release emotions. I was also working on this piece. It's a sketch I did of my daughter a few months ago, and I just decided to put it into a painting format, but I messed it up actually. So she wants to keep it, so I'll keep it for her, but it's nothing to, be so public about. Anyway, today I was gonna do meditation on water. So if you don't have your supplies handy, you can get them, have them handy so that you'll be able to go straight into that after the meditation. And I'm not going to paint today. I have this paper that I'm going to use for the water element, and I'm going to use my favorite purple marker. So feel free to do that. You can choose whatever medium you like. You can even use a pencil if you want. Or if you wanted to do a collage, that's also another good way to do this, is to just have a bunch of different colored papers or materials. It could be shells or any kind of thing that you can do a collage with available. And then once you're done with the meditation, just going to whatever you're drawn to immediately. So following your intuition basically, and not trying not to get caught up in your mind. Let's see what we can do. So taking a comfortable seat. You can have the feet on the ground or crisscross, whatever works for you today. And palms in the lap or on the knees. And just going ahead and taking a deep inhale from the nose. You can exhale from the mouth and do this a couple more times. Just really scanning your body from head to toes, noticing if you're holding tension anywhere and just allowing that to release and relax. And then slowly visualizing yourself just walking by a beach. Could be Sweetwater Beach, Saltwater Beach, whatever you feel like. No rules here. You just want a nice, clean, fresh body of water right there nearby. We're just going to walk by that shore and just listen to the sounds. Take in the scents, maybe of the water, of the air, of the earth. Noticing the sand, feeling the sand underneath the feet. Perhaps the warmth of the sun on the skin. Just really being there completely with all of your senses. And perhaps looking at the water, maybe you see waves and you can hear the water moving. Maybe some bubbles are coming up. Just really looking at that water and taking it all in. And then slowly thinking of yourself or becoming the water. So kind of merging with that body of water. And just feel what it's like to be water. The way it moves, the way it stands still, the way there are waves in it, circular motion if you throw a pebble. The way that it can become a tsunami and whirling with such force and power. Really try to understand what it is to be water. And you can stay here for as long as you like. And then slowly you can, whenever you're ready, just separating, coming back into yourself right there on the shore or by the body of water that you chose. And then coming back into this room that you're in, coming back into your body right here, right now. Taking a deep inhale and then opening the eyes and going straight into your painting or drawing or your collage. Remember to just be guided by your intuition with whatever shapes are coming through, whatever colors you're wanting to choose. There is no right or wrong. It's like we're just emptying the contents of our consciousness onto the canvas or the paper. And I'm actually pretty much done with mine. I'm definitely gonna do a painting out of this one. I totally did not expect it to be so detailed in such a short time. I can actually see the potential of a painting here, and it seems like I've got some swans in here for some reason. I'll share with you in a second. I'm just still putting a few more touches. This will be my next painting. I just keep distracting myself because I want to do a Yoni series, and perhaps it's just not time for the Yoni series to come through. Okay, time to share. I just love painting like this. So if you do sketch something, usually every single painting begins as a sketch, and you'll find out more about that in my workshop that's coming up on Friday. This coming Friday. I'm so excited. It's the first online workshop I'm doing as it relates to art. Anyhow, so here's what I have for my water element. And you can see there's like a swan figure here, and I'll probably find more. I think this is going to be an amazing painting once I'm done with it. So glad I did this today. Like I mentioned yesterday, I was feeling pretty blocked because I just have so much on my mind right now, between trying to figure out if I'm keeping my Italy space, which it breaks my heart to even think that I have to sell it, but who knows what's coming. I'm going to wait a few more months and see, but I am exploring at this point listing it, although they're saying it's not a good market right now. But I have been unemployed for a while and I'm trying to make it work because I'm teaching my yoga, which another thing is that if you know anybody interested in taking my yoga teacher training, we start next Saturday, and I have literally one person signed up right now out of, I don't know, 30 people who were interested or something on Facebook. I got one person, and I can count my blessings because it is kind of a saturated field now. Everybody's doing their online trainings, and so I'm glad that I actually have someone wanting to do it with me for this round. The last round, there were 4 people, and one of them decided that she didn't want to finish it. So just rolling with the times. Anyhow, that's one thing that's been on my mind. And, it's just unfortunate because I put in so much effort and time and resources into getting this space in Italy all set up in hopes of leading yoga retreats and art retreats there. So I hope I can still make it happen, but if not, I'll probably have to sell it and buy something here in the US at some point when the house over there sells. So the dream is still on. It's just the timeline is kind of messed up a little bit, which is fine. Just rolling with it. As long as they don't evict me out of my rental here, all is good. So now that we got that out of the way, let me know if there's anything in my book that you want me to talk about. I keep asking, but I know there's only 4 of you right now, so it's not a huge crowd. Maybe when we get more people, there will be more suggestions for discussions. And I also put a poll on there if you wanted me to keep the yoga content. I know somebody doesn't want it, and I just messaged everyone about that. So I'd really like to know what you feel about the yoga. I have always been one to not want to tape myself doing yoga, just because I feel like it's not something that needs to be taped. However, during the pandemic, things change. It just trying to make it more accessible to people and sort of offering value to my supporters here on Patreon, which is something I can do. So why not? On that note, I think this is it for tonight. I will see you again on Friday, maybe before. We'll do another element. I want to finish all of the elements, so maybe I'll do one each day from now until Friday so we can get those done. And yeah, I'll be starting that painting and I'll share with you what happens. I'd love it if you are producing anything while you're listening to these meditations, that you share them with me. I'd love to see them. I'd love to also share them with the public as well, if you don't mind. That would be lovely. Okay, let me know if there's anything else that you want to see on here. I'm happy to bring it in. Anything that you're struggling with, whatever it may be, we can talk about it. I've already mentioned my struggles at the moment. And yeah, I forgot to mention that for the past couple of days, I've been literally bawling my eyes out, crying. So that's another thing. It's okay. Crying happens. Just allow yourself to do that if you need to. There's no shame in it. It's actually a good thing. Oh, I've also been noticing that I've noticed that I've had a lot of suppressed anger. And I'll tell you why. My suppressed anger is coming from a relationship that ended. It's that relationship that I mentioned in my death video where I felt like I was dying and I checked myself into the hospital. As it turns out, I still have unprocessed anger from then. So I've been processing that. And that's probably why I've been feeling blocked. But hey, this meditation helped me unblock. There it is, my water flow. Okay, well, ask questions. I'm happy to share more. Anything in the book that you need more information about. I know a friend of mine told me, she's like, oh, you were gonna write so much personal stuff in the book. What happened to it? I said, well, I kind of had a change of heart and I took most of it out before it went to publication. I just didn't want to have to go through like people suing me, oh, this, you said this about me and that about me. And it's like, I didn't want to do that. And also pointing fingers, it's not my thing. I have to always take full responsibility for my experience. So there's also that. All right, I think I've talked enough. See you next time. Bye.